Summer is upon us and we're visiting Madison Creek Farms in Goodlettsville, right outside of Nashville. And what we're going to do today is show you what to do with some of that harvest that you're getting from your gardens. And I'm with Peggy today, and she's going to show us one of the workshops. And this is an easy one for pickles, and I think everybody should give it a try, and I think they'll want to after they see this.
Yes, well, you know, one of the things when you're in the midsummer is what you're going to get a lot of? Pickles. Lots of cucumbers. These come on like, well, you know, Sherry, they just come on like crazy. So what I thought we would do is just show you how to make a really quick, easy pickle. Dill pickles, one of my favorites, out of these cucumbers. So I'm going to use a mandolin slicer. We know, you know, never slice down to the nub here or you will come away with nubs. So just give it a quick slice.
And for the people that have never made pickles before, is there a good cucumber? Is there a bad cucumber?
Well, these are pickling cucumbers, and these are the kind that I grow here on the farm strictly for making pickles because we make a lot of pickles here. And so this is just your basic pickling kind of cucumber. I think they're called northern picklers.
And there's a smaller pickle?
They are
smaller
smaller,
cucumber,
and these are actually pretty big for that kind of things, in which I like them kind of big because I slice them. But if you're going to use like a hoe pickle, you want to pick them a little earlier. These are the best for making dill pickles. Now you can use just regular long cucumbers. It's just they're going to be a little bit, you see how this one has the smaller seeds in here?
Yes.
More fleshy. That's what you're really wanting because that's what's going to make your pickles nice and firm. If you don't have a mandolin, all you're doing is just going in and just giving a cut. Now the thing about it with the mandolin cutter is that you can get nice even cuts. When you're doing it with a knife, not so much. So that's going to get us started. So now that we're finished chopping, let's get to making some pickles.
All right. Well, there is certainly a lot of do's and don'ts, I think, when you're cooking, and I guess probably we should take notes and make note of what we should and shouldn't use when we're making pickles.
This is a stainless steel pot. And that's really important when you're making pickles, anything with vinegar, pickling anything, is that you want a pot that, you know, either enamel, stainless steel, glass, but never aluminum, things that react while you're cooking. Water, and I'm just using, we have our well water here. So if you've got hard water or you've got, you want to use distilled water, or it can cloud your pickles. Okay. It makes cloudy pickles. So if you, city water, those kind of things, you might want to go with the distilled water. But for me, it's a well water kind of thing. And that's the most important things is you want to just get even. I always try to keep my vinegar to my water ratio even. The next thing I'm going to add is a little bit of sugar. I think, what is this, about 1/3 of a cup here?
Correct.
And sugar. Get that in there. And the sugar just kind of, again, sweetens it up. And then this is pickling salt, preserving salt. And I think the thing that it's just pure salt, it's not iodized salt, it's not kosher salt. And the thing with the pickling, now you can use regular salt as long as it's not iodine. It doesn't have any iodine in it, but it's the main thing with the pickling salt is it's a finer grain. So it really, really gets in there and kind of, and I'm not measuring really well here.
That's all right. Good
About
cooks
1/3.
never measure
I
well.
never measure anything anyway, yeah. This is 1/3 of a cup of salt. Get it mixed in there. I just always buy just the jar of pickling spices. So this has a little bit of cloves. Now I add to it because I can't follow a recipe. So I've got a couple of bay leaves, some more black pepper seeds in here, a little bit more mustard, but and a little bit more cloves. So kind of sweeten it up just a little bit. And you just throw that right in. And you're going to let it kind of dissolve. And I usually cook this for about 6 minutes, and I'm looking for kind of a golden sort of color to it.
I want everyone to see how pretty and how bright and colorful this is. Tell me about the other ingredients while we're waiting for our brine. What else is in here besides our cucumbers?
Well, we make a lot of pickles here for our market, and this is a hot pickle. So this is one of those that will Get a little heat to it. So you've got the jalapenos, and that's the thing about pickles. You can make them anything that you want to. It's got a little jalapeno, it's got a little roasted pepper in it as well. And then if you turn it over here, it's got lots of garlic and onions and lots of spices, and I've hit it with a lot of pepper. So that's a kind of nice hot pickle, and it's beautiful to look at. So
It is, it is. And so in front of us, is this what we're going to put in our pickles today?
we're doing just a regular, I call them a farmhouse pickle. So this is your dill, and this is one of my favorite ways to use dill. Now these are the feathered dills that you see that a lot when you go to the grocery store. This is the dill heads, and this is right before it's going to start going to seed, and they look so beautiful
But
in
I
the
think
jar.
this is what makes pickles taste like pickles.
Exactly, exactly. Fresh dill is key. This is something that you may not think about using in pickles, but I use a lot of, and it's fennel. And fennel has kind of, and this is fennel, instead of the fennel seeds where it sort of has that anise sort of licorice taste, the fennel bulb doesn't, and it's really mild, and it kind of gives it a nice little deeper kind of tone to the pickle that I really like taste-wise. And of course, garlic. You know, my husband is Italian, so we're all about garlic, and that's a nice addition to pickle. Now you can add lots of other things like this one. Here's the red peppers. You can add jalapeno. You can add herbs. Mint is great with dill pickles. It kind of gives it another little taste. I've also used lavender with pickles, which has a little floral tone to it. Lavender, especially with, have you ever done like lemon pickles, like the lemon rinds? Really nice. So it's your pickle. Do what you want to. Throw it in there. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, this is so easy. You can just start all over.
It smells like the brine's about boiling.
Yes, it's about ready. It's getting that nice kind of color, that caramel color to it. So we'll just turn it off and just let it sit here while we pack up some pickles. Now, when you're going to start packing pickles, I usually start with putting something in the bottom of the jar. So a couple cloves of garlic, here you go, to go in. And then the fennel, I'm just going to take and just kind of pull off these side bulbs here, like this, and just give a nice little cut of it right in. So there you go. A little bit of dill. There you go. And then the big thing about packing these pickles is just putting them in here, but getting them really tight in this jar. So keep pushing them down with your fingers as you go. There you go. And just keep pushing them down. Now this is where if you want to add a little bit more garlic, some more dill, it's dressing up that jar. And packing them in there really tight. And you want to go to about right here in your space. So right below this line, this first seal line, is where I like to keep it. And just pack them in there on the side, and don't stack them. You know how like that nice little stack? Nice pickle brine. And we're just going to pour it into that glass. We're going to get it about right to the top here, right over.
All right. Smells like pickles already.
Yes, and you want to make sure, let's put that bay leaf in there again. Just kind of get it in there.
Do you prefer fresh bay leaves or dried bay leaves?
Well, I never have any fresh bay leaves.
Okay.
You know, so I love, do you have a bay leaf tree at your
I
store?
no, at my house I do.
Yes,
Yes,
I need one of those, yeah. And then you're just going to let it sit here for a minute, and we're going to push the air out of it. We're going to do that with just a regular let's see, a regular wooden spoon. Here, and I'm just going to push them down. And you see those air bubbles that pop up? We want to push those out of there. So we get a nice, good seal on that pickle jar. And I like to let them sit here for a minute to double check. I might need to put another pickle in there. Ready to put the lids on?
Absolutely.
Okay, now these are nice, hot, sterilized lids. We want to wipe this jar down. So again, it's all about getting that nice, good, tight seal. We don't want any of that vinegar and pickle. Yeah, pickling vinegar on the top rims. So wipe those down. Just put your lid on. Give it a nice good turn.
You don't want it super tight though, correct?
No, you don't want it super tight. Just kind of give it a nice loose, and then we're going to take them over and put them in the canner, and we're going to process them for about 6 minutes in a boiling hot water bath. So we have this nice little tray here that I love. You just kind of stick it on the side. Now it's not good for just these 2 jars, but you just set it down in here, and you just set it down. Put your lid on. Put your timer on for 6 minutes.
And it's supposed to be boiling, is that correct?
Boiling hot.
Okay.
and let it sit there and boil. And what it's going to do is it's going to seal those lids. So when you take that out, over the night, you're going to hear pop, pop, pop all through your house, and it's those lids. There you go.
There's no flexibility in this lid, and that's sealed, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that's what we're trying to achieve.
Exactly. You want to have that kind of indentation down there.
Well, Peggy, it's been very fun spending some time with you today, and I hope everybody goes on that garden, picks those cucumbers, and tries your recipe out.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
For inspiring garden tours, growing tips, and garden projects, visit our website at volunteergardener.org or on YouTube at the Volunteer Gardener channel, and like us on Facebook.